Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late-game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches, set it up.
Turner!
Okay, we're Good on the drills for now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. All right, looking at Jared Sullinger. Came into the league, and most thought he would just be a role player. But, Kenny, he's shown that when he's healthy, he's on the floor, he can be a significant contributor on offense.
Well, you know, the role player word is a little misused because everyone has a role. Some guys score more, some guys rebound more, some guys assist more.
Some guys talk more.
And some guys talk more. And he's added a three-pointer to his game, so that gives him a bigger role, more impact. But
I'm feeling it tonight.
Man, you always say that.
Okay, then. We're going to see what you got since last time we met up.
Oh, I got a lot. I'm ready to show the world.
Can't wait. See you out there.
It's the land of mission control. Houston 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And you know, for Boston, they've pressed all the wrong buttons this season. It's been a series of one failed move after another, on and off the court.
Well, perhaps they can finish the season on a high note and erase some of the bad vibes and memories they've already created.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Speedy in a 2-guard. Johnson is out there with Evan Turner. Then it's Thomas. And it's Sullinger in at the 5. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Dishes it to Harden. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Johnson, the pass to Sullinger. Here's Speedy. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed to recover and contest that shot. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Plus 5 on the clock. That's good. Speedy's got his first points of the night.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by, Ariza has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking are great.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Speedy, he's in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard position. Howard can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And he gets it to go. Allen's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Boston. Rockets trail by 8. And Beverly kicks to Capella. Passes to Harden. Harden draws the double. It's deflected. Turner with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Allen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And he can't hit the second. Rockets shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Reeves the dishes to Beverly. There's a good screen. There's the triple. Harden's shot is off. Celtics leading by 9. Speedy the pass to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's sent back by Howard. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Crowder the pass to Speedy. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Another shot. No good. Excellent D from Howard. And here's Houston, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they didn't
drop. Allen. That's good.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And he gets the bucket. Capella's got 5.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Celtics leading by 9. Allen passes to Speedy. Johnson against Howard. Johnson outside. And the pass to Speedy. A leaner. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Allen against Harden. And it's Ariza in the corner. Inside. Here's Capella. And he dunks it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they love.
And the first half comes to a close.
Well, James, throughout
we have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Houston in the lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. Here's Speedy. And that misses. That would have put him up. Rockets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Chalmers with it. Now guarded by Speedy. And Chalmers kicks to Beasley. Again, the miss by Beasley.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And the basket by Thomas. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 13 points and rounded out a solid overall game, playing lockdown defense and finding open teammates. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And that's going to be a treble.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Ariza. Averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Here's Johnson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now here's Chalmers. He's guarded closer. Screen by Howard. Stolen. Speedy the pass to Johnson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Harden dishes to Chalmers. Back to Harden. To the middle. Turner with the steal. Pass to Speedy. Wide open look. And again, it's Boston converting. So it's the Rockets now. 4-point game. Now here's Chalmers. He's tightly guarded. To end the run, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Rockets have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far.
And Boston has possession. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the benefit.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Boston leading by 5. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Speedy in at point guard. Turner is out there with Jay Crump. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Thomas in a 2-guard. Inside, Speedy.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now Moore. Feeds to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And it's Ariza in the corner. Launches it. The rebound by Speedy.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Moore left side. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Sullinger, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, Sullinger has been great. He's got 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
Hey, Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And the Rockets making a change here. Chalmers is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Chalmers. He's covered closely. Good.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal ankle screen there, one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Harden draws the double. Howard kicks to Chalmers. Beasley right side. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 3 assists in the game. And Thomas has it in the corner. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Tries from 10. No good from Speedy.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Chalmers kicks to Harden. Back to Chalmers to take the lead. The rebound by the Celtics. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. No good from Speedy.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. No good from Howard.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Timeout. Start it.
You're horrible, Houston.
All right, Houston, coming to the court on your own. Rockets power dancer. Give it up.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burks for an update.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Celtics.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Howard with a screen on Sullinger. Ariza passes to Howard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
There's the pass to Speedy. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Harden outside. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Sullinger passes to Speedy. Puts it up from 12. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Speedy's got 11 in the second half.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
.153 left here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Allen. Back to Chalmers. Here's Ariza. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And that's now 10 points for Trevor Ariza. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Speedy, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Speedy's got 11 here in this quarter alone. .136 left in the fourth quarter. Chalmers with it. It's Beasley on the wing. Rebound, Boston. Zellinger's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Reza dishes to Chalmers. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Johnson the screen. Allen outside. Takes it from 10. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Celtics lead by 8.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Pass to Ariza. Here's the 3. Sullinger with the rebound. Turner passes to Speedy. The shot no good.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He deserves a ton of credit on how many areas of the game he impacted tonight. His defense was superb. Offensively, he was ready to shoot the basketball. However you slice it, he was lighting it up at one end of the court and shutting them down on the other.
He was very confident with the ball in his hand tonight. He was completely in control. Knew when guys were cutting, setting screens, and it resulted in more assists than we typically see out of him. I think he's underrated in terms of playmaking.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening. Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Let's talk about small forward Chandler Parsons for just a second. He was a great find in the second round back in 2011. Got a big contract now, and Kenny, we go to you. Do you feel he's lived up and is living up to those expectations?
Well, he surpassed his expectations as a second-round pick, but getting a huge contract. He was a vital member of the Rockets before he went to Dallas, and now, you know, he's going to be a first-option scorer. No, but he's going to be the guy who gets it done and can get 30 for you, but won't be the first option doing it.
You know,
the heart of Texas, a look at the city lights of Big D, Dallas. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Mavericks hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Speedy in at the point. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
On defense, the Celtics coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And here's Boston. And Turner kicks to Sullinger. All alone. And he hits the jumper for two. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Nowitzki outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Picked by Williams. Johnson against Bradley. Johnson dishes to Williams. Shot clock at 3. And it's off from three-point range. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. 4-point game. Bradley against Johnson. Dishes it to Nowitzki. Here's Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Johnson left side. On the wing, Turner. Covered by Parsons. Turner passes to Speedy, and that one is stuffed right through.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And let's get this update now from Doris. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Wizards.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Amir Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Speedy in at the point guard position. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Nowitzki hits them both.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Bradley passes to Speedy. Over in the corner, Turner. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Assist goes to Evan Turner.
Now Barea. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington. The pass to Pachulia. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Celtics leading by 4. Feeds it to Sullinger. Speedy, the pass to Sullinger. Bradley against Williams. Back to Bradley. Pass to Speedy. Over in the corner, Turner. Shot clock at 5. Drains the three-pointer. Turner's got 5. Here's Barea. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. To the middle, here's Pachulia. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Over Sullinger. Back to Turner. Johnson sets the screen for Turner. He dishes it to Sullinger. Uncovered. And it's Boston with another.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Now here's Parsons. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut back down to 5 points in the make from Darren Williams. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight, and Bradley gets it to go.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Now here's Barea. He's covered closely. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sullinger. A different look for Dallas. JaVale McGee comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And that does it for the first half of play. Celtics out in...
Okay, Dallas.
And now the third quarter have to get going.
It's been a good one for Bradley. 9 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Darren Williams out there with Johnson. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Sullinger outside. Turner passes to Speedy. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Parsons. He's around 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Keep going.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Mavericks trail by 9. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets had a huge game. He dropped in 17 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
You better look for that.
And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month. Freak, third.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Williams dishes to Nowitzki. He kicks it to Johnson. And that one's good. Johnson's got his second bucket.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Outside Bradley. Johnson with a screen on Johnson. Speedy the pass to Johnson. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Williams gets the bucket.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Parsons. Johnson up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Williams. The shot misses. Nice D from Speedy. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Bradley can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Here's Johnson. That's good from 17 feet away. Johnson's got 6 points.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
And that one's good.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. Nowitzki a screen. And it's Johnson penetrating. Second chance shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Nowitzki playing very well. He's got 11 points. And with 7 points coming from the free throw line, that's some good work.
It really is. He's going to have some bumps and bruises tomorrow, no doubt about it. But, you know, I got a feeling he won't mind.
Great shooting for him. Mavericks trail by 13. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Parsons on the wing, defended by Allen. Barea kicks to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Parsons outside. The 3. And Boston with the rebound. Pass to Thomas. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Boston leading by 13 on the court for the Celtics. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Johnson is out there with Jay Crump. And it's Speedy in at the 1. Here's Dallas. Barea with it. Kicks it out to Parsons. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Crowder, the pass to Speedy. Wide open look. That's good. Speedy's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics. The Mavericks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Marjanovic. There's the feed to Johnson. Kicks to Barea. Fires the three. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Bradley dishes to Turner. To the left wing. Speedy. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Speedy's got 5 points in the quarter. Now here's Barea. He feeds it to McGee. Parsons on the wing. Now the dish to Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics leading by 15. Bradley passes to Speedy. Crowder kicks to Turner. Here's Speedy. And again, Boston with the triple.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Marjanovic. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Johnson wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Dirk Nowitzki's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Celtics also making a change. Sullinger's checked in. Boston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Mavericks trail by 15. And here's Barea. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Parsons' shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Here's Marjanovic. Turner covering. Nowitzki outside. And it's Parsons top the key. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. It's stolen by Sullinger. And it's Bradley off the drive and powered down the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Williams is checked in for J.J. Barea. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Celtics leading by 18. Here's Speedy. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And Williams, here we go. And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. To the paint, leaps for it, and stolen by Parsons. Outside Williams. Here's Marjanovic. Johnson the screen. Nowitzki kicks to Williams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. That's 10 points for Williams.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
Speedy the pass to Turner. There's a screen. Here's Speedy, covered by Parsons. Speedy cannot hit. Some solid defense from Johnson. Mavericks trail by 16. Williams kicks to Johnson. Here's Parsons. Good work defensively by Turner.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
Anytime you drop the first game of a season against a particular team, you really want to come back stronger, which they did. And, of course, this is their last of 2 games between these 2 teams during the regular season. So a nice win to even it up at 1-1 against the Mavericks.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Speedy. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Check out the night for Johnson. He has 9 points and 4 assists. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
And here's Boston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Dishes it to Mack. The pass to Johnson. McGee a screen. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. Here's Mack. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Passes it to Buchanan. Here's Speedy. Pass to Buchanan. Here's Speedy. Tries a 3. Good D by Williams. Mack. Off the mark. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And so the All-Star break is behind us. Second half of the season is upon us. Shaq, is this where we'll see the great teams start to separate themselves from the rest of the pack?
Yeah, I think so, but still a lot of games left to be played. A lot can happen. That's out of your control. You just got to keep a strong mindset, work hard, and just hope for the best.
But this is where the postseason picture.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. For the Celtics, their last game a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, the talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Austin with the ball, following the miss by John Wall. No good from Speedy. Here's Wall. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Speedy. Both free throws good from Speedy. Boston on D. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Wall dishes to Gortat, kicks it to Porter, lets it fly. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Sullinger right side. To the inside. Here's Speedy. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one match.
Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit.
He could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Outside Wall. There's Beal with the 3. Washington gets it back. Morris into the lane. Here's Gortat. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Crowder, the pass to Speedy. A shot by Sullinger. Wide open. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Porter. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Will it go? And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
Assist goes to John Wall.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to Cleveland.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
Here's Wall, following the basket by Freak. Morris with the screen for Wall. Morris with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Wall's shot is off.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Got a hand on it. Johnson against Morris. Wizards passing it around. Sullinger with the rebound. Boston leading by 7. Johnson sets the screen for Bradley. And yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Gortat misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Speedy. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Dallas.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Now, here's Porter. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. And here's Wall outside, and he gets it to go. Wall's got 6.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Here we go, Boston. Now
So both teams making some changes here. Wizards trail by 7, so on the floor for Washington. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Markieff Morris is out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Baxter in at the 5 down low.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks had a huge game. He picked up 18 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Here's Smart after the basket by Washington. Shoots a 3. Beal pulls it in. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. And Wall kicks to Beal, looking to get back on track here. That one a little long.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Wall dishes to Porter. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Johnson the screen. Outside Bradley. All sorts of time. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Wizards trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And he gets the bucket. And it's 8 points for John Wall.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Here's Crowder. And it's sent back by Morris. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Celtics. They're up by 10. And now we'll...
Well, guys, I'm here.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. I'll say this. We kept...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Well, Sullinger has been great. He has 9 rebounds, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Speedy, he's in at point guard. Jared Sullinger is out there with Johnson. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Bradley in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Boston 5.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
There's a screen by Gortat. Wall passes to Beal. Off target with his 3.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Pass to Speedy from 12 feet out. Washington with the rebound. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Celtics shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Bradley. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Speedy. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. 6 points here for Beal.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Speedy. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Crowder, and the 3-ball is good. Crowder's got 6 points.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Here's Porter. The shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Sullinger with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.